Yo, vloggers on no. Welcome to Come True. Thank you for coming through. It's your boy Farai. Expect to have a good time, man.
Y'all already know what time it is. It's the luxurious. If you can't see me again, the hater blackers today, because we mean business. But before we even get into that, y'all already know we have to introduce the one and only. My boy to get his own separate introduction because he's really a star. The one and only, the voice of reason, Mr. Brian Peterson is
Yo,
here with us. But y'all know what time it
special.
is. This is the special episode, the Am I the Asshole episode. Hope you
Mhm.
guys enjoy. And without further ado, Tafari, take us away.
Let's get to it. All right. Am I the asshole for telling my girlfriend that my ex-wife is tighter? God damn.
That's
I
foul.
hate it. I hate it when people make fun of others. I mean, I know that people can gossip and talk amongst friends about other people, and I am guilty of it too. But I got very upset when my girlfriend started talking about my ex-wife. I understand that disliking an ex isn't abnormal or anything, but my girlfriend is obsessed with my ex-wife and always try to make bad remarks about her. When it is just to me, I don't care because again, people gossip and talk shit about others in the privacy of their own homes. But this time, it was at a restaurant with some of her girlfriends and spouses. Somehow, the discussion became about my ex wife's vagina. Yes, don't ask me how, but they were discussing childbirth and body changes, age, etc. And my ex got dragged. My girlfriend was a bit drunk and she was talking loudly. I hated it and I asked her to stop talking. When I get upset, she doubles down because she starts thinking, why do you care? Why don't you want me to talk shit about your ex? She has told me this before. Now she was talking about how my ex wife must have a huge one. We have two children together. The girls started laughing and saying, ew. I yelled to stop, but they ignored me. Then my girlfriend told me, why are you so agitated? Did we hit a nerve? I said, actually, no. My ex wife was the tightest woman I have had.
Boom. Boom. No
I
fuck
don't know
bitch.
how she managed, but she's very tight. They became silent, and my girlfriend started crying. Then the women started yelling at me, and their spouses were between amused and scared. Then one of the spouses said, yeah, I don't think childbirth really affects this. I haven't noticed difference with women I have dated. I felt gratitude, but I was still being yelled at, and my girlfriend has not called or answered me since Saturday. Oh my
That's a fuck.
gosh. Whoa.
That's a whole you. Man.
I mean,
All
that
right.
should hold you. But
I go first.
yeah, take that, man.
All right.
Woo.
Pause. No diddy. Again with Tekwa. But I do not blame
Oh.
him for feeling a way about the situation based on the fact like he said he talked about not liking like talking about people and those kind of things. And at the end of the day, um if I understand correctly, he had child with the ex.
Two of
Two,
them.
Yeah,
two children.
so he had two children with the ex. So at the same time, though that's his ex, that's somebody that he respect to a certain extent, you know what I'm saying? And a woman that he used to love to a certain extent. So to sit down here in a group of people and for no reason essentially trying to disrespect her name, I think it's kind of inappropriate on everybody that's involved, you know what I'm saying? So for him feeling a way about that and asking them to stop, I don't really give him no round, you know what I'm saying? Cause me want to be around nobody who talking anything about any of my exes, you know what I'm saying? Because that to me, that's kind of disrespectful. Though me and you in a relationship, we don't need to do that, you know what I'm saying? And then have other people inside the conversation as well as her children. That's what make it even kind of worse, you know what I'm saying? So you disrespecting these children mother in front of them. Who's to say how they would have respond, you know what I'm saying? But
Right.
to go as far to say, well, that was the tightest woman I ever had. Don't get me wrong. I know my boy are vexed because he telling them stop and them man ain't really want to stop. So now he gain rile up and want to get his lick back. But
You want to cut it?
to tell your girl that in front of other people, why, my
Mm.
boy, hey, to me he don't like sure. I always said that hey, people don't like each other that much. To me, he can't like sure that much tag because ain't nothing, nothing good could have. Hey, listen, right? Me and care if it's the truth or a lie. If you is my current girl, you get a Ben Spanani. You get it. The best ever. Dog.
The ever blessed.
You get it ever. Bless it. I'm saying.
Well, I definitely think that man is an asshole. That is an extremely wild comment to make. That is your girlfriend at the end of the day. I understand that he did feel disrespected. The fact that she feel the need to egg it on even more to agitate him intentionally when it comes to his wife. I do think that's childish on her part. That is pretty assholish. So it's understood that the man was annoyed. It was understood. But there was a lot of comebacks that you could have come back with other than saying that your wife had the tightest that you ever had. That is
That's just too far.
Yeah, facts,
that's a
dog.
bust chest. That woman not gonna forget that comment for the rest of her life. I mean, to be fair, she might never talk about your wife again for the rest of her life. But that relationship might not even last past that night, to be honest. Because jeez,
Facts.
Brett,
Now she thinking about that fuck every time I having
not
sex.
every time you have
You can't even
sex,
sit on here and cop no more, bro.
every time
Watch.
he
Who
come
tell
he come
her
with the
the money
kids.
here for she for days. We ain't having
Oh
sex. She don't.
right. He did say he haven't been in touch with her since what
She probably
Saturday.
down TikTok looking for snapback recipes and everything.
Wait, you say she went with the next man?
Jeez, I'm ready.
I don't
She
think she
went to
take on
go
her next
get
month
her
so
clap
quick.
back. She going for some type of revenge. That you can't sit with a
You think
comment
so?
like that and not try to do something about that.
Dude, that
That's
kind of
wild.
comment was shake you to your core.
But
I
also,
don't think
I
she rushed.
mean, I don't think she understand. It seemed like she don't understand that this man was literally married to this woman. You know, this was a wife. She not even a wife yet. How could she? Plus that and having two kids, how could she not think that a man have a lot of respect for her? Why would you
That's
be
a good point.
surprised if he getting agitated about you talking all this shit? At the end of the day, this was his wife. They probably get divorced because of him and he was in the wrong. I mean, you don't lose the love for you still gonna have love for that person. So and she based on the comments, she's in her 30s, so she should be able to understand that and respect that. It seemed like she just a bitter ass jealous person, and yes, people talk shit, but come on now, so much so that it's actually a issue for him and it's that annoying. You could tell like this
Bro,
was just a pile up of her doing this
facts.
shit over and over and over and over again, and she just took it to the extreme, especially when she did it in a public setting in front of all her friends and all her friends entertaining it, all them man them entertaining it. Come on now, at some point you're gonna have to defend your ex-wife, man. At the end of the day, that was your wife and that is the mother of the children. That man has morals, he has honor, and I can
Facts.
respect that. But the comment itself was definitely assholeish.
Bro, how you
True.
feeling? You didn't give your take yet.
I gonna be truthful. Both of them man is asshole. That
Facts.
and from what fire I was saying is a fact. Like I feel like sis, even though she thought it, she mature. I feel like she insecure because if this is a constant thing, this man gotta keep bringing up to you. You always comparing yourself to this woman. You talking shit about her vaginal region after childbirth as a woman. That don't look good. And in front of people, ain't like you just trying words at him in private, not saying that that's better. When you do it in front of the company, that shows that you comfortable it, that shows that your friends comfortable it, that mean they hearing this shit. They seen the first time they hearing it either.
Right.
And then couple with the alcohol, she
Facts.
loose with it. So it gotta come from some kind of insecure feeling. I don't know what led to the divorce. I don't know if she feel like she better than woman because I don't know if she was one of the reasons for the divorce, I don't know, they didn't give enough context on that. But yeah, she's an ass man. Like, don't feel comfortable. Like, ex-wife or not, even if I don't really like her, I can still defend my ex-wife, and not only because she's my ex-wife, but more so because she's the mother of my children. And I feel like the disrespect was more stemming from there, with the whole the vagina probably, slack because she had 2 kids. Like, don't disrespect the mother of my children, no matter what
Facts.
type of relationship me and her have. That ain't got nothing to do with you. You check?
Right.
And that was too comfortable and slack. But this man, no. That comment there, I don't care how good of a man this man be, how honorable he thought it was, defending the mother of his children. Peace be it. I mean, as man, he said like she was drunk. He could have really come in and us pick her ass up, toss over the shoulder, and us end the scene, tell the guests thanks for coming, or we gone, depending on where they're.
Right.
But
Time to go.
embarrassing somebody outside of their presence is one thing, but to do it to their face, and this is somebody who you clearly care for now, even though she'd be talking shit, you still with her. And the fact that in front of her, all her friends, her people, whoever ears else open for you to come and say that that one there would have been Spunani, and you just something, a flavor of the week, I don't know.
Woo!
That there, you're an asshole for sure. Like,
Hey,
I
But
surprised she didn't
imagine,
swing at you. I surprised she didn't swing at you. I surprised her friend them didn't jump you, cause that came out of pocket. And to say you hate for she, of course you hate for she. I wouldn't have text her first, I'd let she come back or send some flowers, go apologize, beg her hands on your knees. That
yeah,
comment there, right?
but
yeah,
why
yeah,
why
yeah.
should he do that?
I mean, he
Who don't
shouldn't,
who
But
don't
the
have no
fact that
feeling
no,
though?
no, 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 no. But you see the part that I feel
True.
like you're missing. He reached back out. He was like, oh, she ain't talking to me. So if he had us cut ties and be like, if you end, I make the statement and she left, and I've been like, all right, you're an ass, but you get something toxic out your life. But clearly, because he said he ain't and he looking for the bag back, and he want her in her life. So his life. So that's where I'm going with. That's where I end with that. So based on the ending of the context, he clearly reaching out
Good
to
point.
apologize or do something or
Right, right,
have an
right.
open communication. Man probably saying like, oh, after he realized it come off his tongue like, oh, I didn't mean it that way, Maybe she was the tightest since you. That's what I meant
That
to say.
Hey,
nah.
that's why you think before you speak. One tip I hear from watching TikTok, the
Uh,
the
Mhm.
the man was asking his father-in-law just for some marriage advice, and
uh,
Uh-huh.
he just say, never say the first thing that come to mind. That was his advice. Never say the first or second thing that come to mind. Meaning
good
simply
points.
just
Points were
think
made.
about what you got to say before you say it, because half the time when you're quick to respond, you might say some dumb shit that can just make the situation worse. But what we're gonna ask y'all
Read the
is,
comments.
how would y'all react? Is say you cracking jokes, not necessarily about your girl ex or anything like that, but y'all you just cracking jokes, and she really just starting to turn red and fuming, and she busts out, "Yeah, my ex had the best bud I ever had."
That's it, dog. Hey, straight up, straight. That's it. That's the
Hey,
end of
that's
the
a
relationship. Right? Me and
no
like to you,
no no words.
Uh-huh.
Stand up,
and
God.
that's why I say, like, as much as I think Pana is an asshole, I think she is more so than an asshole, because you put me in that position and my girl tell me that, I gonna take
Uh-huh.
it there in enough. We gonna get real fucking personal, and I don't give a shit. We gonna I gonna dig it wherever I could
Just
dig it
leave,
out
man.
to
Jeez.
fucking respond to that situation. No,
Listen,
man, we're gonna take it there.
You
Fuck that,
always
bro.
fight
it's
fire with
it's
fire.
because of far right
Yeah,
statement,
no
right?
fire. We got
They
flame showing. Fuck that.
no
The
no
fuck
no.
I talking about?
It's because of far right statement when he just said don't say the first thing that comes to your head
Mm-mm,
is why I keep
mm-mm.
my mouth shut, Because I don't have a lick back for that, and I was like, I was like, you know what? I ain't gonna say it because I trying to grow, but
Fuck
that's
that.
how it'll get into something bad because to say that to your man,
Hey,
what he could have tell you to trigger that?
That's why I try and show you, like, what really could we have say to trigger that kind of
I
shit. And
don't
that's
know.
why I say them they
But
don't
they
they
would
don't, they
have to
don't
been
love
as
each other.
petty as what she was. No, right. I mean, she clearly don't have respect for him, and for him to have said that out his mouth, he clearly didn't have that much regard for her.
He pissed off. That's why I said, who
So
don't hate
he
on feeling?
pissed.
Cause think about
Right, I
it. The
mean,
man
it's
done
true.
been telling her, yo, you keep on doing this thing, yo, and you like I bring it up. I don't know who I bring it up earlier, but you bring it up that this is just a girlfriend. You know? This ain't like a wife. You know?
Right.
So I
That's an
done
easy
warn you like,
cutoff.
yo, cool out. And then imagine how he feel that when she make the joke, his children, and I've been looking down, I try to catch up with the situation a little bit better. The kids apparently is 4 and 2. Imagine in their head, they got a head, they
Fresh.
said he thinking, but that is like, wow, that man embarrassing. I have to react. They might react how we react. Hey, but like I said, I wish he didn't. But hey, I
Right.
can't tell the
But he
man how
did.
to react, bro.
It's a
Yeah.
boiling pot because ain't just
Right.
she insulting the wife, the friend them kiki and
Yeah,
the man
yeah.
them
It's
laughing, your children them there. Like
for
that's
what
a pot
But
ready
let
his
to
me.
kids
blow.
was there.
Well,
That's what we're showing
that's
you.
what web just
It's
Oh
read.
hold on. It's
shit.
oh wait. Okay, no. You're
Oh,
right.
I was about to
You're
say.
right. Yeah, it kind
No
of
Oh,
man.
confused me because yeah,
Okay.
I
so
said
just
we
Okay.
have
giving
two children
context.
together and said the names, and then said the girl started laughing. So I'm assuming the time. Okay, yeah, my bad.
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
The
okay.
friends, the
Whew.
friends.
I apologize.
I was
But
about to
I
take
want,
back my asshole.
based on what Tafari say, Tafari. Hey, when you gonna start checking me for calling you
Hey,
Tafari?
I need to
I don't
start
say
checking you,
Farai,
because the clip, you done say fire, but you done said the fire
but I
from
say
back in the days. I know.
shit.
And
Don't
I
you
do
gotta
need
check
to
me
do a
down.
better job. I do that, do a better job, because watching the clips today, where the scenario, hearing the fire, you're
You're
just like, ugh, box to the face, man.
But
So
this guy doesn't
cringe.
know my name.
Hey,
hey, but I do want to say this just to make the air clear. This is for me. I don't know, but you right. Listen, if you is my woman, lie to me. Fuck, I seen
Fuck,
her.
fuck.
Listen, you better tell me that is the best fucking thing ever. I don't give a fuck what gay. Now
It's
you
so
better lie
simple
to me.
to get a man
just
badly.
stroke the
Just
man
stroke your
ego.
ego.
Stroke the
See,
Yeah,
see,
ego.
Farry
facts,
don't know.
That's all you got
Stroke
to
them my
do,
ego.
ladies. Stroke his
Yes, babe.
ego in
You the
every
best.
situation. Hey,
facts,
that man going to remember that, and he going to really think highly of you for that simple
facts,
stroking of the ego. Man broke
facts.
in that time, in that moment, the man, and you going to pay for something, and slip the card under the table just so that the
Facts.
rest of the wall see the card coming out his hand. Stuff like that. You know,
Talk
simple
that
stuff
shit.
like that
Love.
to make man feel good. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Talk that
Now
shit.
That'll
that
get
does
you quick. That'll get you quicker to the status. And I know
right.
what we're
That'll
talking
get you
about.
points. Y'all might think it's illogical, but men are really a different level of pride than y'all think. And
Talk
I
that
think
shit.
all man could understand where it coming from and this with that. Check.
True.
So I think we done beat that situation down. Man is an asshole for the comment, but he reacted based on bullshit that was going on. So
Let us know what y'all think. Let us know what y'all think about that situation. Is he the asshole for telling his girlfriend that his ex-wife, JJ, was tighter? That's crazy to talk about.
whew,
That's crazy just to say that statement. But
yeah,
on to the next hot topic, man. I like
on
the
to the
next one too.
next one before
On
we
to the
get
next
out.
one.
You see you got next one too, Web?
No. I like
Oh,
that.
okay.
I
All
excited
right.
for the next one.
All right. So Branson, this video talking about a scenario earlier today, and we just had to include it because oh my gosh.
That's
Right?
crazy.
So this man, he married, they have a 5-year-old child, right? He always felt like this child didn't look like him. He felt insecure about it, always in the back of his mind thinking that this child possibly could not be his. As the getting older, that thought still remained in his head. So he became uneasy enough to go and get a paternity test. Lo and behold, this child is not his. But the wife, he confronts the wife about it. She is standing by the fact that she never cheated on this man and she never would cheat on this man because she loved him. She loved him dearly. She would not do that. He don't believe her. Of course, tensions rise, everything like that. Eventually, she goes to get a maternity test to see if the child is hers. The child is not hers. So this shit is hitting the fan right now. Hell's blazing. The fire is on the loose because what the actual fuck? So obviously, this is now a huge situation. Police now involved because they have to take statements because this is no longer a domestic matter. This is a baby switch at birth matter. So now they going through lawsuits and things with the hospital. But my gosh, for one question I do have before we even break down this crazy shit is, would y'all have take your wife word if she said that she would have never cheat on you and she don't know how this happened after you found out the child is not yours?
What the
Listen,
fuck you
Telling the truth.
asking?
She's telling the truth. But
Me
she
What the
or
fuck
like,
you
all right.
asking?
Wait. Let me give you my hot take on that situation. Based on the knowledge that I have, obviously from, I don't know, I love TikTok. Now I have so much different scenarios where I hear like, of different things, like different womb and all kind of different things. I have that knowledge. And even though I have all this knowledge and could give me the explanation as to how this could happen, of course I don't fucking believe you. I heard the second I see the text results say, Brent is not the father. I don't even think that I have father communication. I don't get cross, flip up shit, and then I leave.
Out of there.
Shit, out of there. Like, it wouldn't have been, I didn't know
always
it
out
was
of there.
illogical because I have the information. I don't care. I don't care.
I mean,
So
To
that's
me,
fair.
that's just me.
I
That's
don't
fair.
blame you. And I gonna say this, hear me now and hear me clear.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's much greater disappointments and moments of just sheer depression in finding out that the child you had with your woman is not yours.
Hmm.
So in that initial moment, bro, I'm so crushed. I out of there with so much fucking swiftness. Even on the back end, when we do find out, like, yo, the child ain't ours neither, I will sit here and tell you, I don't even know like how I would feel and how I'd react because for the point in time after you initially find out, okay, she's saying this, she's saying that, but the child ain't yours. That initial reaction is like, why are you going through that for the time until they take her to go take the paternity,
Right.
the
You don't
maternity type?
experience all those emotions, the full blown emotions of it
Facts.
actually not being
Like
your
how?
child and it being a result of her cheating. So
So
you
like,
have
how
that.
do you come back from that? You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong. I think you would make an attempt because it's like, okay, well, you wasn't lying to me, but you don't internalize this thing. You kind of then try to force yourself to move on in your mind. Like, how do you? I can't tell you. Like, I can't tell you how I would come back from that. I would like to sit here and say, yo, it's gonna be easy because okay, now I find out she wasn't lying, but I myself can't imagine just finding out. Like, if I find out one of my cheering them right now ain't mine, let me tell her. Well, me can tell her nothing because this I recorded pattern.
Oh Lord.
Yo. Oh
But
my
listen,
Yeah,
all I gonna say is let me find out that one of my cheering them after all this time ain't fucking mine. It
and
gonna be
then here's
problems,
the
you hear me?
crazy thing. Because obviously they decided to stay together and now they're fighting this battle. But what happens after they locate the biological 5-year-old child? I mean,
That's
obviously you're gonna want your
insane, bro.
biological child, right? I mean, but
Mhm.
you spend 5 years raising this child. Obviously, you have a connection. You love this child, and the other family spend 5 years raising that child.
Your child
And
or
to
whoever
make it
child at
worse,
this point.
they don't even know. They don't even know that that's not their child.
That's crazy.
So imagine the kind of worms you opening up pursuing this. Which I mean, I believe you should. It's your
You
your
got to, yeah, you
biological
got to.
child is missing, but oh my gosh, the amount of trauma and hurt that's gonna be a result of that.
So let me
That
ask.
is crazy.
You 2 years into this, your child 2 years old. Okay, you find out, boom, it's in your child. You find out who child it is. It's just so happened because who knows how much baby switch. But it so happens that the person that child you have has your child.
Mhm.
Do y'all swap? You guys make a trade? Or do you
I
keep
mean,
or do you
We
keep
can
the
use his
child
Pokemon cards.
or do
man.
you keep the child you've been raising for 2 years?
I mean, honestly,
See,
we're gonna have to have a sit down discussion
no,
because
really and truly, I
I keep
don't
it in the
know.
2 years.
that's
I keep in
that's
it
that
because we could become like best friends in that aspect. Like, like
I agree.
you could
I
have like
agree.
some kind of visitation rights to
brother
your
fathers. Yeah,
child as well as mine. Because like I already attached to this youth, like it's still my child. But it's just like you taking on another child, you're adopting to. This is my child. I had it for 2 years. I teach
Facts.
it to walk, it's starting to talk and know me. I know
oh,
him or
man.
her. But
Do
I
you tell
actually
it?
want to know your child as well, your seed, your
You
offspring.
might have
So I
you
mean
have
like
to keep both of them in the life. To be honest,
yeah,
that's
we gonna have to be in each other life. Like me and you don't know each other well, but for now, we gotta be partners because
We gotta
I
be
wanna see
good
my youth.
partners.
Yeah, and you
yeah.
wanna see
Like
yours,
you,
but me wanna be
That's
but
it, bro.
especially if the child, like your biological child, he ain't really hitting the metrics, like they have they
and no,
they ain't
right?
really
No, that's
you
what
know what
I've
I
been
mean, right?
asked,
Fine.
dog. That's
Like
what I've been asked.
they ain't been doing what they really need to be doing. So like he or she a little rude. Like you said, at 5, you know, he
Like
to the
what
level
happened,
or she to the level she's supposed to be at. I gonna love it because that's my offspring, but like you make it in them metrics.
That's
So
crazy.
man? Like
we
that's
almost
what
gotta
I've
be
been asked.
besties. Like I'll be uncle. That could work.
What happens? What happens? Yeah, if you do find that child and something wrong with the friggin' child, I mean, and what if you know, but the other family don't know, and you see from a
Uh-huh.
distance, and like you just monitor you in the park watching this child how they operate,
Whoa,
and
in the
this
park
child
watching a
just
child.
your child is your child also playing, but you trying to get a better read of things to know if you want to even pursue trying to get your
Approach.
biological child.
Listen
Yeah.
to
And
what the
what
fuck I'm talking about. What kind of sick fuck is
No,
this?
no, no.
Man in the
well,
park, okay, I know that's my
He
child,
explained
man, but
himself.
let me
He
make sure this
explained
child's
himself.
straight before I go fucking take out this one.
He said like, what
you
he
know
say?
what? It would be
He
so
going
messed
up the
up if
slide.
after that 5 years, dog, that you
Yeah,
end
that's
up with your biological child and they just an ain't shit child, man. And it's just the you will miss that other child for the rest of your life. That could be
Being
a
alive,
living
right?
regret, which is messed up. That's your biological
Fuck.
child, but you wish that you never made that change. That a whole lot of things could happen with unraveling this kind of worms, like I said.
that's
And
true.
then this whole situation drew me to the next question, man. Like, how do y'all? You can imagine Mary telling Joseph, like, "Yo, this child is God's. One wish is God's child." Oh my gosh!
Hey, imagine, really and truly, imagine her bringing the paperwork to you of how to
What?
saying in house neither. Like,
No,
do the paperwork in
you
your
don't think
face.
it's
You
cap.
like,
You don't think that book is cap for sure.
No.
You have
especially if you don't had the experience of it being not being yours at first, and then she
Uh,
come, you call in Photoshop,
no. You have to go.
AI,
You have
all
to go
kind of fuck.
together. You have to go
no.
together to that
When
place.
she taking that test, she would have to bring you along. But then again,
Yeah,
you probably ain't gonna go along because you like, what you even calling me? You adulterous ass. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
she probably just FaceTime me or video record it from the hospital because
She
Facts.
knows she had to
That
come with some type of legitimate
yeah.
proof other than paper. She knows she
being
But
had
let me
to.
go
alive,
back.
right?
Uh-huh.
Wait, before we go back, that's a tough one, dog. Like, dog, I can't
Me
imagine, like,
neither.
yeah,
Hey.
man, this child ain't even mine. The next child is mine. And then, if let's say in the situation, right?
Mhm.
Both parents do just keep the child they have. First of all, this is crazy because not only you dealing with a child that ain't yours, the fuck don't even look as a man. You watching the child, like, man, this child don't even look like me. But let's say you keep the children. Now they grow
Mhm.
up. Do you at any point, if they tell them like, yo, whole time, like, we know you, we want your real parents, but because we done had you for 3 years, by the time we find out, here's
Is
your
that
biological
illegal?
parents.
Does that become kidnapping because you had the knowledge that it wasn't yours?
That's a good point. That's a good point. I don't know. That's a good point.
If the child
I,
resents you, they could turn around and go to the authorities. Like,
Yeah, you kidnap me, so your mother's kind of, I'll be seeing them kids
hey,
suing their parents.
son.
Yeah, man, even though you raised me and take care of me, I sue your mother's because you try to tell me.
And then even
That's
I think
even
tough,
that's from
though.
a certain
even if the father and
demographic.
wife didn't never did that, even if they never did that, right?
Uh-huh.
At some point, that child would probably start having similar thoughts, like I don't feel any real connection to my father. They don't seem, we don't look alike. We don't have the same like attributes and
Facts.
traits. And then that child then do the tests from probably from both sides, maybe from the father first, then of course that whole thing go down, then the mother test, and then any way you put it, I think the truth would have been revealed at some point in time, regardless.
You know what? You know what? This is a perfect opportunity to me to lobby for what I've been lobbying for a long time.
Mandatory maternity tests.
Mandatory maternity tests. Because imagine how much situations are out there like this that people don't self know about.
Yep. And
Can you?
imagine how many like this that somebody know about the mother, but the man don't know about.
She gonna
Hey, the
die with
mother
it.
know. Hey, that too. Or even somebody know about it and somebody will question it, but because you would never think this is a thing that could happen, you just kind of convince yourself that, you know what, even they don't look like me, look a little bit like me. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you
Like,
gonna start
it
seeing
Try
things
cool,
to
that's
man.
not
It
create
there.
cool, man.
features that
Yeah, like
exist.
them ears is mine. Like no, you don't start reaching. Okay, deep down you don't feel it.
Well,
You check. So hey, that's sad. But I agree. We should start testing as a thing. Pop out, grab a test. It's simple.
Brian breaking up a little bit on my
Brian, you
end.
breaking up bad. Yeah, you breaking up bad. So I'm sure none of that was recorded just now.
It might
That's
have
it.
been. It might have been. It might have been.
It
It
might
might
have
have
been.
been.
Click out. Click
Oh
out.
yeah, we
Hey,
could
you
hear
know
you
what's
now.
so funny? Why it is every time we're trying to record, am I the asshole? We always experiencing a bunch of
Some type
technical
Technical
of
difficulty.
technical
difficulties.
difficulties. I don't know, man. I don't know,
Is
but
it?
hey,
Is it the
whatever
universe?
come out, and we gonna make it work.
Facts. That's all you gotta
We
do.
gonna make it work.
This is a lesson, ladies and gentlemen. When you're starting out and you really get into the grind, sometimes the devil is going to come and he's going to try to take your shine. He's going to throw obstacles at you and trying to throw you off your path. But you must believe in God. You must have faith in Him and you must continue to prosper. You will not let Him conquer you. You will prevail. You will make do. You will find a way. If you are serious, you will always find a way. As long as you believe in Him, you shall forever prosper. Put
Start
your
speaking in
faith in
tongues.
God, not your faith in technology.
Yes, I. Yes, I. That's a word for the people. Them do
Hey,
not let the
cut
devil
all of that
prevail.
shit out.
Question. Wait. Last thing I want to mention before we go for real.
Mm,
Well, it's still pertaining to this topic.
mm.
I had seen a video a few years back of a nurse that she worked in the I guess the nursery where the kids used to be held after they take it from the parent after birth back in the days. I guess when you look through the glass and see the children.
She look good.
No, she was on her dying bed.
Why you answer me that?
But she admitted to intentionally
That's crazy.
switching thousands of kids just because. I'm not sure
Jail
what
for
happened in
life.
her life why she felt the need to do that, but she had confessed to doing that throughout her entire career, just switching babies in
That
whatever
sick,
hospital she
nasty
was.
fuck.
She didn't say what hospital it was, but she did confess to that, and it was pretty crazy that
Sick,
somebody would
nasty
even
fuck.
do something like that.
Thousands of babies, you saying?
This is
Hey,
that woman had dying bed. She was probably in that hospital for 30 plus years.
Listen, I would want to tell myself that if I was to find out that in this situation, find out that the child wasn't mine, wasn't my partner own, and then we find out that the lady who was taking care of the children intentionally did this, I would like to sit on here on this podcast and tell you I wouldn't want to go do something. But in reality, boy,
But I mean, like, look at when she confessed. By then, you don't get grandkids out of this child, like,
You know, that's a good point. That's a good point. That's a good point.
yeah, check.
And just
That's sick, nah, sick,
everybody,
bro. I
That's
can't even put myself in the kind of headspace of these people, bro.
nah, yeah,
dirty
no, that's sick.
heartness,
That's
man.
evil. That's evil.
That's
That is
evil.
evil.
This is why. This is why. Mandatory test, man. Mandatory test. I know woman is usually the ones that say, oh, they hate it because he don't trust me. I don't trust you. Goddamn fucking right. Me ain't give a shit what I tell me.
Amen, brother Webb.
And
Amen.
right, and then making it mandatory takes out that argument. It takes out the thought that the person doesn't trust you. It takes out all of the unnecessary quarrels for finding out that information, and you just get it one time.
Hey, you know what the military
It would
teach
get
me?
what?
Trust but verify.
Hey, and that's a good lesson right there, man.
Trust but verify. With everything you do in life, ladies and gentlemen, trust but verify.
Okay.
Just in case, because you never fucking know, mister.
With that,
You never fucking know.
I think this is a great episode. How y'all feel?
Oh,
I
good.
feel, yeah, I feel like we need the viewers to subscribe and definitely
Like,
turn on the notifications so that you could get.
happen them
And
comments, man.
that's a good point. Oh
Right,
my
no,
god,
yeah. Let us
that's
know
a
how you
good
feel about them
point too,
topics. Let us
Yeah.
know about other topics. Send us links. Send us anything, man. Information, stuff y'all
fellas.
want to hear about.
Fellas, do you think your child is yours? I know you've been questioning it for a little bit, you know. Don't
Are
worry,
you
you
a
know.
book?
This is a safe. Don't call him a books, man. Don't call him a books, man. Come choose a safe space. If you don't think your child is yours, make a good compelling case. We might send you to Jerry Springer. We might send you
Hey,
up there, Maury or whatever the hell the name is. Let's get a test. Let's get a test.
Yeah.
Let's bring him in the pod. Let's bring him in the pod and get a
hey, hey,
test.
hey,
Are you
read
the
the test.
father?
Read the
Are you the
test
father?
results
Come check
right
this
on
out.
the pod. Come true. Let's read this. Let's read this. And then
Hey,
have them as the guest. Have them as a guest
I
alarm.
only read the results if the answer is no.
Oh man.
But
We don't want
nah, man. Those are definitely some tough situations. I would really like to hear. We would really like to hear you guys' thoughts on it, man. Is that person the asshole for telling his current girlfriend that his ex-wife was tighter? And what would you do in this situation if you found out that your child was neither yours or your wife's, and that it may be some random persons, not maybe some random person out there, but it is some random persons out there. Drop a comment, share it, or even DM your perspective and let us know what you think about that. And with that, like my boy Tafari say, that was another beautiful of the also special episode for the country doing things a little bit different. Looking forward to talking to y'all again.
It's
And
over
we
the
out.
heart, man.